Hello everyone, this is Shrawan Sir making maths simple for you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Karna Maths Academy. Today's topic is sequence and series, which is from class 12 mathematics. Here we go. Dear students, in this video we are going to solve question number 1 A, B, C, D. We are going to solve 4 questions from question number 1. The question is, given the nth term of the series, find the sum to n terms. Number A, n plus n square. Number B, n square minus 3n. Number C, n times n plus 1 minus 2. And number D, 3 power n minus 4n cube. Dear students, in this question, we are going to find out the sum of the terms of a series, the sum of n terms of a series whose nth terms are given as n plus n square, b n square minus 3n, in number C n plus 1 minus 2, and in number D 3 power n minus 4n cube. Dear students, to find the sum of n terms of any given series, at first let us recall some of the formula. Dear students, the sum of n terms of the first n natural numbers. Dear students, the sum of the first n terms of natural numbers is denoted by summation n, and it is given by the formula n times n plus 1 over 2. That means to find the sum of the first n natural numbers, we have to apply the formula n times n plus 1 over 2, and the sum of the n terms of natural numbers, the sum of the first n terms of natural numbers is represented by summation n. Similarly, summation n square, the second formula which we need to recall is summation n square. Dear students, summation n square means the sum of the squares of first n natural numbers. The sum of the squares of first n natural numbers is represented by summation n square, and it is given by the formula n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6. And dear students, the third formula we need to recall is the sum of the third formula we need to recall is the sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers. Dear students, summation n cube is equal to n over n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So dear students, this is the formula to find the sum of the cubes of the first n natural numbers. Summation n cube is equal to n times n plus 1 over 2 whole square. So dear students, we have to know all this formula to find the sum of a series. And next formula we have to know is the sum of the n terms of a geometric series. Dear students, the sum of n terms of a geometric series is given by the formula a times r power n minus 1 over r minus 1 when r is greater than 1. Dear students, if the common ratio is greater than 1, then the sum of the n terms of a geometric series is given by the formula Sn is equal to a bracket r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So dear students, at first we should know the sum of the first n natural numbers. The formula is n plus 1 over 2, and the second formula is the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers, which is n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6, and the sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers is n times n plus 1 over 2 whole power 2, and the last formula is the sum of the n terms of a geometric series. So dear students, we must know this formula, then only we can find the sum of a series whose n terms, then only we can find out the sum of n terms of a given series. So dear students, at first let us do the solution of question number 1a. Dear students, Dear students, let us find the sum of n terms of a series whose nth term is given by n plus n square. So solve let us solve question number 1a, n plus n square. Dear students, n plus n square is the nth term, or we can say the general term of a series. Tn equals n plus n square. So dear students, now we have to find out the sum of the series whose nth term is given by n plus n square. We have to find out Sn, the sum of n terms of a given series whose nth term is n plus n square. Dear students, Sn equals, dear students, Sn, that means the sum of n terms of a given series. Sn we can write as summation Tn. If Tn is the general term, or we can say nth term of a given series, then summation Tn represents the sum of the n terms of the given series. So dear students, summation Tn means n plus n square, n plus n square, the general term of a given series. Now this we can write as n plus n square. This we can break down into n summation n plus n square. We can break down it into the sum of two series. Dear students, summation n, already we have discussed in the first formula. Summation n represents the sum of the first n terms of a series. So summation n means n times n plus 1 by 2. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus plus n. This is known as the sum of the first n terms of a series, and it is represented by summation n, that means the sum of the first n terms of series, and it is given by the formula n plus 1 divided by 2. So dear students, summation n represents the sum of the first n natural numbers, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n. The sum is represented by summation n, and the sum is given by the formula n plus 1 by 2. So summation n means n times n plus 1 over 2. Dear students, similarly summation n square means summation n square. It represents the sum of the squares of first n natural numbers, that means 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus n square. The sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers is represented by summation n square, and it is calculated by using the formula n times n plus 1 to n plus 1 over 6. Dear students, the proof of this formula already we have proved in the previous video. If you have not watched, please watch how to find the sum of the squares of first n natural numbers. Dear students, now summation n square means the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers, that means the natural numbers which start from 1 is known as the sum of the first n natural numbers. So summation n square we can write as n times summation n square we can write as n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6. So dear students, the formula of the sum of the square of the first n natural numbers is n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. So dear students, now let's solve it. Let's write in the simplified form. n plus 1 by 2, taking common from the first part and the second part. So we get the remaining terms, we get 1 plus, if we take n plus 1 by 2 common, then the remaining term will be 2n plus 1, and 2 times 3 is 6. So after taking n plus 1 by 2 common from the first and second part, then we get n plus 1 by 2, 1 plus 2n plus 1 divided by 3. So dear students, let's simplify it further. Now if we take LCM 3, then 3 ones are 3 plus 2n plus 1 as it is. Dear students, now we'll get n plus 1 over 2, keeping as it is. Then 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2n divided by 3. So dear students, n plus 1 over 2, keeping as it is again. And if we take 2 common, then the remaining terms will be 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. That means the remaining term will be 2 plus n divided by 3. So 2 we can cancel. So dear students, the solution of the question we have got 1 by 3 times n plus 1 times n plus 2. So dear students, now 3 we can write as 1 by 3, and the remaining terms are n plus 1 and n plus 2. So this is the required solution. That means if the nth term of a series is given, if the nth term of a series is given n plus n square, then the sum of the series is equal to, then we have found the sum of the series is equal to 1 by 3 times n plus 1 times n plus 2. So dear students, I hope that you have understood how to find the sum of the n terms of a given series if the nth term or the general term of a series is given. In the next video, we'll discuss question number 1b, which you can do by yourself also by following the same process. So thanks for watching this video. Next time we'll meet with a new content. Till then, bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.